सो हेलो गाइस, आज हम एक न्यू सीरीज चालू कर रहे हैं. द नेम ऑफ द सीरीज इज इंफॉर्मेटिव सीरीज. सो दिस इज जस्ट टू वी आर गोना मेक इंफॉर्मेटिव वीडियोस. जो टॉपिक्स होंगे वो आप लोग ही हमें बताएंगे. सो 2 दिन पहले मैंने एक पोल डाला था हमारे बाय एंड सेल ग्रुप पर, जहाँ पर आप लोगों ने सबने वोट किया है. ये मैंने पोल डाला था इंफॉर्मेटिव वीडियोस का. 3 टॉपिक्स मैंने दिए थे जिसमें सबसे ज़्यादा वोट्स मिले हैं हाउ टू मेंटेन माय VW द राइट वे. एंड ऑल्सो लॉट ऑफ पीपल एक्चुअली सेड दैट दिस शुड बी रीनेम्ड एज is it really expensive to maintain VWs. So I thought it's a good topic to do a video on, and for that I'm going to car clinic to meet the car expert, the car doctor Hussein. And why not ask the best, because he maintains all our cars and he does a lot of WAG cars and German cars. So I thought, why not go to him, involve him and ask him, throw all these questions at him basically, because he would be the best guy to answer this. So I'll be with Hussein in a while and then we'll start shooting then.
क्या होता है फाइनली आज कार क्लिनिक में कॉफी पिएगा.
So hello guys, Saturday the 8th, आप लोगों के स्पेशल रिक्वेस्ट पर मैं आज यहाँ कार क्लिनिक आया हूँ. एंड टुडे वी आर गोना हैव Hussein with us. We are going to have a discussion on VW and German cars, on what is the right way to maintain, or I would rather say that is really VW or German cars really expensive to maintain. Before I start, I would like to introduce Car Clinic. So Car Clinic is a brand which is about 40 plus years old. Hussein is a third generation, and he's taking care of the entire workshop, which is, I think, grandfather built. And we have Hussein with us, who's going to tell us a little more on the legacy that follows. And Hussein, take it away.
Finally we're here at the podcast. So car clinic was basically started in 1983.
1980.
आज 40 साल के ऊपर हो गया.
Okay.
I'm the third generation. ये जगह initially was started by my dad and my chacha.
Okay.
My grandfather has been in this business since the 1960s.
मतलब
तो
इंडिपेंडेंस के थोड़े ही बाद
तो काफी टाइम हो गया. उनका बहुत बड़ा वर्कशॉप था वर्ली में,
Okay.
कॉल्ड मॉडर्न यूनिवर्सल गैरेज.
Okay.
3 माले का वर्कशॉप था इन द 60s.
Wow.
देन ऑब्वियसली फैमिली फ्यूड ये वो सब भाई सेपरेट हो गए. 1983 में हम लोग ने ये स्टार्ट किया. हम लोग ने मतलब मैंने नहीं, मेरे डैड और मेरे चाचा ने, और फिर मेरे दादाजी ज्वाइन हुए कार क्लिनिक में. तो पूरी जिंदगी हम लोग ने यही किया है, गाड़ियाँ ठीक की है. 83 से वी बीन हियर एट दिस सेम वेरी लोकेशन, लक्ष्मी इंडस्ट्रियल एस्टेट. आई एम द थर्ड जनरेशन रनिंग इट, एंड yeah, it's in our blood, I can say now.
Super. So diving into the topic, guys, जो हमने डिस्कस किया था कि is it really expensive to maintain VWs and German cars? So I would toss that question up to you. What's your take on this?
You can't call it expensive. It's a machine.
Correct.
And it's German. So I take it as a plus, because you know what German engineering does.
Totally.
The cars are very, very well built. We cannot even imagine the kind of technology that goes into the way they manufacture cars.
Correct.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people see all these videos on YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So engineering is too good. Now everything comes at a cost. I'm not saying that it is cheap, but it is not expensive if you're doing it in the right way.
Correct.
What matters is how you're taking care of your car. That's the most important thing. Anything and everything follows.
Okay.
Now not necessary you have a German car. If you have any other car, or forget a car, even if you're looking at something you own, like a toy that you own, if you're going to keep it well, it's going to last long. If you're not going to keep it well, it's going to break in 2 days. So that's how cars and most of the machines work. German engineering, WAG cars, German cars, they're so well built that if you take care of them well, it's going to last you forever. I myself drive a Jetta, which is a 2016 model.
And a Virtus.
And a Virtus.
And a Polo.
The Virtus and Polo are relatively new. The Jetta is 2016.
Yeah.
It's a 2-liter TDI, remapped on the day we bought it.
Wow.
We're running a Superchip remap on it since day one.
Stage 1 or 2?
Stage 1. But ECU, TCU both.
Okay.
And I think I drove it from the showroom straight to our performance workshop N1, and we remapped it there and then. And it's done 1,80,000 kilometers on the car. I still have the car. It still drives well.
1,80,000.
1,80,000 kilometers.
On the same gearbox?
Everything same.
Wow.
The only work that we've done on the car is suspension, because thanks to our roads.
Yeah.
Our biggest drawback for all these German cars is our roads, and to a certain extent the weather conditions also. These cars are not built for such extreme hot weather.
Yeah.
So rubber parts, plastic parts tend to give way because of that. But other than that, if you see any, I'm pretty sure everyone's traveled abroad and to most of these European countries, even you must have been there. Just go to any taxi guy driving a Skoda or a Volkswagen and see the kilometers they've done. They'll all be 4 lakh plus.
3-4 lakh easy.
Easy.
Yeah, yeah.
So my car is a very standard example for the kind of kilometers that it has run. But 1,80,000 kilometers on Bombay roads, maximum driving Bombay roads, and obviously I've done a lot of trips here and there in and around India. Never broken down.
Wow. That's
Never broken down. I have never been stalled with the car anywhere. But this comes because I take care of my car and I do the basics. I feel in India everyone misses out a lot on doing the basics right.
what would you term basics as?
Firstly, going to the right workshop.
Okay.
If you don't have somebody, the best bet is the Volkswagen guys or your company workshops.
Yeah.
Other than that, you need to find yourself that perfect match. I call all my clients the perfect match to me.
Yeah.
And
What would you, I'm sorry to cut you off, but what would you tell people? So I've seen this myth, okay, I've owned a VW for about
Okay.
5 years now,
Mhm.
okay, and my other car is a Tycoon. So
Again, Volkswagen.
so I'm a VW fanboy, and I would say WAG actually. The next car I'm going to buy is going to be maybe a Skoda Kodiaq or something. So my question to you would be, because I know there's this myth that people feel that it's very expensive. So I wanted to, in a one-liner, maybe tell them that what is it that they find it expensive and why is it not really expensive?
Like I said, you found me,
Yeah.
and your car, the Polo, also has been coming to me for a pretty long time. Ever
My
since he
previous
was-
owner also came
Yes,
to you. So
yes. So he's also a very close friend.
yeah.
And his car has never gone to Volkswagen since day one.
Okay.
Your Polo has been coming to me since 000 kilometers or whatever kilometers he got it at.
Wow.
And it has never seen the company workshop. He trusts me. So it's very important to build that trust.
Yeah.
Once you have that trust with your workshop, I'm not going to say that we are the best. I'm not going to boast about us in any particular manner or put anyone down.
So it's a service line, so
It's
it cannot be
yes,
100%
yes.
perfect.
Not
We
everyone
understand.
likes us.
Yeah.
I'll put it as that. Not everyone likes us. Some people find us expensive. Some people find us, oh, you didn't do this that I did there.
Okay.
So it's very difficult to match everyone's expectations.
Yeah.
So you need to find that person for your car and stick to that. And make sure they're doing the certain checks that are required for a German car or an Asian car or any car that we're looking at. It's very important that he knows what he's doing.
Also, do you feel that why people say that maintaining a German or a WAG car is difficult? I mean, expensive.
Because you're not going to the right person.
Or maybe you're comparing it to a Honda.
That
or a
comparison is never going to end. That comparison is built in us Indians. Probably even we do it when we go abroad and you compare everything. First thing you do is how much is the conversion.
Yeah.
So that is never going to change. But it's like you said that it is very important to forget the comparison. It's more important to be satisfied with where you're getting your car done. That is point one. And obviously, the workshop has to be skilled enough to take care of your car.
When you say skilled, what I mean, like for example, I go to a VW workshop
Correct.
or I come to a car clinic. What in terms of the SOPs and checks, what do you think would be different?
So again, the comparison is very difficult because they are a company-run workshop. They have certain set standards. We have certain set standards. They run according to them. We run according to us. Now, those set standards, not necessarily I am going to copy Volkswagen.
Okay.
There are certain things that we do in our workshop which probably Volkswagen does not even do. I'll give you a basic example: service, oil change, filter change, a basic wash, a vacuum, and I think that's the Volkswagen schedule. If I'm wrong, you can correct me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you've heard about how they work.
Yeah.
At our end, there are multiple other checks. I'm pretty sure they run a diagnostics as well, which is basic now in any car, especially the German cars.
Yeah.
At our end, what we do is when the car comes in, there's a complete 360-degree check done of everything.
Okay.
We don't miss out on any electrical part, any mechanical part. But certain small things that we take care of is basic breathing the radiator. I've had multiple clients who obviously, because the car is in warranty, want to go to their dealer whom they bought the car from and want to get it serviced there to keep their warranty intact. Now, because they've been dealing with us, they will send the car there, get the service done, and the car driver brings straight to car clinic.
Okay.
And we do this with a lot of clients. Like there are multiple clients who do this just because they want to be on the safer side and don't want to lose their warranty.
Got it.
What happens? The first thing we do is pop the hood and air the radiator, and it has not been cleaned.
Okay.
And I'm not naming brands, but it has happened with multiple brands. Let's put it across.
Maybe because they don't see it as a big threat in a
Yes.
first service.
No, the problem is they're trying to follow international standards.
Oh, okay.
That's where the problem comes in. We don't have international standards where our roads are concerned.
Weather is 40 degrees.
Correct.
They are maybe at 20 degrees.
Almost half
Yeah.
the temperature and also the dust.
Oh yes, that's a big.
If you see, I'll give you another example. People don't sweep their houses or where they work on a daily basis abroad.
Yeah.
We can't
They
afford.
don't wash their clothes.
We
for
can't
days.
afford to do that.
Yeah.
So we have found out that requirement for these cars, and we focus on that. So when the car comes in, the breathing of the radiator, the basic checks, the moving parts, the coolants, everything is taken care of. A diagnosis is done on the electrical part of the car, and the basics are taken care of. Now another thing where we specialize in, what you want to hear is, we don't run a 1-year service program. We run a 2-year service program. 6 months, 1 year. So what happens in the 6 months? Not necessarily I'll change oil, but the other checks, we'll charge you half, labor is half, everything is half. We won't be doing any changes of oil if your kilometers are not run. So what happens when you come in at those 6 months, we do a proper thorough check. Probably you've done 12,000 kilometers in 6 months.
Maybe yes.
You never know, you might just land up in Leh with all your Polos.
Yeah.
Probably do 2 trips in 6 months.
Yeah.
So that's where we come into play. So if you didn't come to us for the 6-month service and you crossed 12,000 kilometers and are you going to wait another 6 months, you're going to come to me at 20,000 kilometers for a service.
Yeah. Which is a disaster.
Which is not cool. Probably you'll get a service light at your 10,000 kilometer interval, which might prompt you to come to us. But sometimes people don't pay attention to these things.
Okay.
So we push these small things and we look at these small things. So if you're going to take care of these small things from day one, you're not going to find it expensive.
I think it's more like a journey of you and the car. Where you know
100%.
everything about the car.
100%.
It's like how you go to a doctor and he knows your history.
Correct.
अच्छा इस बंदे को
Correct.
ये हुआ था, ये issue
Correct.
था.
And since I'll give you another example for this is like I spoke about the radiator. Now, why people find things expensive is because things tend to fail quite often.
Yeah.
Why are they failing? We question that. Why did the radiator fail? Because it's not been aired for 50,000 kilometers. So anything that is not going to be taken care of,
Yeah, it's not looked at all.
it's going to fail eventually. It's a part. All cars, anything and everything in a car can fail.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to take care of those basics, like I'm just giving you a very basic example of a radiator.
Yeah.
If you're not going to air it for 50,000 kilometers, eventually it's going to give way and going to leak.
Yeah, totally.
But now if you've been coming to us every 6,000 kilometers or every 6 months, to get that radiator aired, it's never going to fail. I have never changed the radiator on my Jetta.
Wow.
It's run close to 2 lakh kilometers and we're still running on the same radiator.
And 10-year-old.
Yeah, 10 years,
Yeah.
2016. So
Yeah.
I have not faced that issue. Certain parts like suspension, those because of our roads are going to give way eventually depending on how you drive. Again, I'm going to use my example because I drive the car. I did suspension at 80,000 kilometers on my Jetta. Client cars, we do it at 30 to 40,000 kilometers. So again, the basics, how you're driving, how you're maintaining it, drivers driving or no,
Oh, yes.
owners driving or no. So there again, there is a big, contrast when the driver's driving.
Also, I feel because your car is self-driven, no one else apart from you is driving the car. That's also
Correct.
a big.
That's
aspect.
I was coming to that.
Yeah.
Whether it's owner self-driven or whether driver's driving. Now driver's never going to take care of the car as like you're going to take care of your own car
Yeah.
because you've paid for it, he's not paid for it. So again, a lot of things come into play because of these things. So it's not expensive if you take care of it.
Yeah.
If you're going to take care of the minor things, like there are a lot of videos online where you see on people do small things before they park the car. I'm pretty sure you also do this by putting your AC off.
Yeah, yeah.
You put your music system
Lights off,
you
everything
put your
off.
lights off, you let the car cool down for a good 10-20 seconds. I'm not saying it has to be for a very long
Correct.
period.
Correct.
But these things you and me take care of. But a regular person or somebody who's just using a car from point A to point B is not going to do these
Also,
things.
cold start. I see a lot of people ramming the cars during cold start.
As soon as they start, forget ramming it. The car starts D and they drive off. Give it some time. Let the car realize it started. Like
Yeah.
in the morning when you get up,
Yeah.
you don't just get up and run out of your house coming to work straight.
Yeah.
You take your time. You do your
You sip
routine,
your coffee in
you
the
drink
morning.
your coffee. So these things, I've always stressed on. Like even with most of my customers also, we always tell them, pay attention to these things. It's your hard-earned money. It's a very good car. It gives you the driving pleasure. And you do not get the driving pleasure that you get in a German or a WAG car than any other brand. I have heard that from every person who owns probably a different brand or a WAG, and everyone says there is nothing that comes close to the WAG car.
So I'll tell you a personal experience.
Hmm.
Little off topic, guys. Sorry, but I need to share this with him. My friend had given me one of his Porsches to drive.
Hmm.
He stays abroad, so he gave me two keys. One was the Turbo S, 2023,
Fancy.
and one is the Carrera S.
Okay.
So the day I got into that Carrera and I started driving, I was like, यार ये तो same Polo है, खाली power थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा है. I was like, ये क्या है? And because I found it so easy to drive the
Yeah,
Porsche, the windshield is huge. I have very good visibility, and it drove the suspension because I am on a K Sport. It is very similar to what a Porsche suspension would be because it's lowered and everything.
Correct.
The only thing I felt was like the power is
More
more,
power.
but the handling was, I was like, wow.
Why are all these cars doing such good times on most of the tracks? If you see anywhere, even in India,
Yeah.
all these cars do like some amazing lap times, and they're not like they're stock cars.
Yeah.
They're just going on the track, driving them, and making the most out of it. Obviously, tires is another ball game, but other than that, they're not doing. We're setting up so many cars for clients
Yeah.
where we're taking them to BIC, and Anand is taking care of the car setup, and all they're doing is suspension setup and tires. That's it.
Yeah.
Other than that, the car is bone stock, and they're ripping it apart. So engineering is something which is really, really good. So I totally say it's a myth where people are saying, "Ki, oh no, if you buy a Skoda, you're going to land up only spending." Yes, you will spend, which you will spend on a rather regular car also.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get that driving pleasure out of the other ordinary car or another random make in where you say for pleasure.
So when a car comes to you, I just wanted to understand what kind of SOPs do you follow in terms of diagnosis? Like for example, I say that okay, my car is coming to you. What are the kind of checks that you do, and what are the kind of tools that you're using? Matlab, is there a one tool like a launch for everything?
There are generic tools. So we'll start with when you bring in the car, the first thing we do is we create a job card where our staff comes in, checks the entire car in front of you.
Again, company does the same thing.
Same
Yeah.
thing, same thing. It's just that there are certain things which, like I said, certain clients use from point A to point B, don't pay attention to.
Correct.
Probably we point out saying your AC vent is broken. He's
Okay.
never used the left side vent.
Yeah.
He has no idea.
Yeah.
So certain checks like that are done when the car comes in, just like how you go to a factory and they do those checks.
Yeah.
We'll do those checks. We'll understand what kind of queries you have, or on a daily basis what issues you are facing while driving the car. Note those down. Let you go home, relax. We start off with taking a trial
Okay.
and understand how the car is performing. Whether depending on how many kilometers it's done, how old the car is, and in that trial, one of our senior technicians, probably me most of the times, like 95% of the times, I'm the one who takes the trial the first go.
Okay, that's great.
Helps me understand the car better, and then we run certain checks where we are checking like a complete 360-degree check for everything is taken care of. Moving parts, liquids, fluids, tire pressures, everything is taken into consideration. And and the last thing we do is a diagnostics.
Got it.
The diagnostics, yes, there are multiple tools, but we use the genuine tools. We've also used the launch,
Okay.
like you mentioned, but then we have generic scanners for each and every brand.
Okay.
And once it gives us a report, we then diagnose again whether what is completely required. Certain things might just show a snag which we can reset it and leave it at that. And then there are certain things which we feel like, we'll check if it's a mechanical part or an electronic part. Electronic part, probably we might have to change straight up.
Yeah.
Mechanical part, we will look into it whether it is going to last you another service.
Okay.
Our main criteria is for you to come back to us after 6 months,
Okay.
not in between.
Got it.
Because that's when people start
Yeah,
to
so
tend.
no sudden breakdowns is
Correct.
what your
That's
plan
our
is.
main focus is.
Okay.
Again, there could be a failure
Yeah.
during the 6 months that is completely in no one's hand.
Correct.
But our main focus is trying to let the customer come to us only when it is required for his next
So
service.
many times also push it.
Yes.
The customer will be like, अरे चल ठीक है जब तक चल
चलता है
है
चलने दे.
So,
Yeah. And brakes, certain things like brakes is very important. We always check brake pads, physically remove the brake pads and check them.
Okay.
Sometimes you just look at, people don't realize there are two pads. One is in the front, one is at the back, and the discs are in the center, the rotors. You can visibly see the outside
The
one,
front one, yeah.
but what about the guy behind?
Yeah.
So we physically remove them. We put the car, when the car goes into the service bay, we'll lift the car up,
Okay.
remove all 4 tires, check all suspension and brake parts. So in that we'll remove the brake pads and stuff.
Okay.
So there could be a possibility that sometimes, probably on how you're driving the car, the outside pad might have some life left, but the inside one is completely
Yeah.
gone. So that's when these things are taken care of. So all small nicks and knacks, AC working parts, the compressors, the bearings, the pulleys, everything that is moving on a daily basis, your lights, your bulbs, whether there are any cracks in the headlights, whether there are any crack in the tail lights. Because generally what happens is you don't realize if there's a crack on the back
Okay.
of the tail light.
Yeah.
If it starts raining, your tail light is going to get filled with water. You're like, I didn't hit the car.
Yeah, it's happened with a couple of us.
Yes,
we
multiple, yeah.
We had a fish tank in the tail light.
So that's what I'm saying. Plastic parts tend to wear. It's not necessary you are hitting it and it's cracking because of our weather, like I said.
Yeah.
So these checks are always taken in the service whenever the car comes in. So that helps you maintaining it in a much better way for a longer period.
I have an important question for you.
Mhm.
So, how would you rate your prices in terms of when compared to a company workshop uh, or a local workshop? Like, where does Car Clinic stand?
I would say we are price wise, I'm definitely cheaper than the factory guys.
Okay.
We're a good 30-40% cheaper than the
And I'll
factory.
agree to that because
Yeah,
I've seen that
you
massive
experience,
difference.
Yes. But when people try to compare us to any random, again I'll use the word roadside workshop, you're going to find me expensive. You can't expect to, you need to see where we are placed, you need to see what kind of setup do we have.
That question, where we are placed, is a very important question, by the way. So those who are watching it directly with this don't know that if he gives this workshop on rent, he'll be getting 4 lakhs a month only as rent. So I just hope that you're making like 2x, 3x of that so that you're not leaving this place and going.
Again,
Because it's really easy to get here. I mean, I've
It
never
is,
seen a
it
cleaner.
is.
I've not seen a cleaner workshop, to be very frank.
Those are things we focus on because
Yeah.
it becomes easy to work in a better environment. For me, I always look at where are you sitting? If you're going to be standing on a footpath and looking at your car, you're not going to enjoy that. You're not going to enjoy that. I'm not saying it has to be fancy. It has to be clean. I think that's the basic.
Yeah.
I'm like, as long as you're keeping things clean, like you live in your own house. When you live in your own house, if you're going to bed, if there are going to be 10 wrappers on your bed, you're not going to like sleeping on them.
I mean, how many workshops would have such an amazing cabin of the boss? I don't know. I mean, there must be like one in like Mumbai. That's here. So, and the second I think is N1, but it's not this well done. Yeah, I mean, I get that.
So that matters. So
Yeah, it
I
does.
feel like your setup matters. Again, the skill matters. It's not like I'm somebody who has just. When you said third generation, let me make it clear. I'm not just somebody who was handed this over.
Yeah.
I had to do my automobile engineering. I have a BE.
Oh, is it?
Yes, I'm going to show off a
So
bit.
you're not the gaddi guy.
No,
Siddharth,
I'm
बैठ
not
जाओ.
the gaddi guy. I wasn't that lucky. I wasn't that lucky. My grandfather very clearly told me, unless and until you have a mechanical degree in your hand, you are not going to get the keys to this workshop.
Super. Thank you, uncle, because he does a good job.
So I have been put through the hard way.
Yeah.
I have worked in my own workshop on the floor for 2.5 years. I was not allowed
मेरे
in
को
the
इसके
office.
फोटो और वीडियो देखने हैं.
है सब है I'll show you some old pictures of Shankar and the boys also, and I wasn't allowed in the office.
Oh,
I had to knock and take permission before I entered the office.
that's good upbringing, by the way. So
I feel that's
Yeah.
that's what I put more when I'm trying to fix a car.
yeah,
I remember the things my grandfather told me. You know, money is something which everyone can make. It's not going to be something which is going to be very difficult. If you find a hack to it, you're going to make a lot of money. But are you doing it the right way?
The right way.
I've always been taught that you can make X amount of money in the right way or the wrong way, but always choose the right way.
Yeah.
Like for me to fool a client is very easy. Like today if I tell you Nikhil कि हाँ मैंने तेरे गाड़ी में ऑयल चेंज कर दिया,
yeah,
okay, मैंने 5W40 सबसे अच्छा सिंथेटिक ऑयल डाला है. Are you going to know I'm using synthetic oil or not?
not at all.
Even if you go
Yeah.
drain the oil outside to another workshop, is he going to be able to tell you that? It's not.
Yeah.
So for me, I've always learnt that from my grandfather, from my chacha, and probably people who always run the place, that they've always told me that clients you will get multiple, but the guys who stay with you matter.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why they're staying with you is because you're not lying to them. You're not trying to fleece them.
Yeah, you're building like that long
A relationship.
long trust. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I read this very nice I won't call it a motto, but it was a flagship for a Toyota somewhere in New Zealand, where their company name was written and at the bottom it was written where customers become friends.
Wow.
So that's what I focus on. Like for me, yes, I'm here to make money. Being very honest, I need to run my family. I need to run my life. I need to run the workshop.
You need to get rent of 4 lakhs first.
Yes, that makes a lot of difference. So I'm going to charge you according to that. So coming to that point of why the difference in the workshop, like if you say Volkswagen runs a 10,000 square feet workshop.
Yeah.
I run a 1,500 square feet workshop. So obviously the costs are going to be different. They have so many multiple layers.
Yeah, a lot of overheads. I mean.
So my basic concept is, yes, I'm making money, but the whole idea is that I'm trying to save as much as I can for the customer.
Yeah.
But there are certain times where certain things are not in our hands. Like I'll have to change certain things. There's nothing I can do about it. Now, if you're going to be driving a German car, the part is going to cost that much. You're going to have to pay for that. So, in that aspect, if you're going to see it, you can't compare workshops. You need to see where you're giving your car. You need to be satisfied that overnight my car is going to stay here. Are you okay? Are you okay the car being parked on the road, on the footpath, probably just in the open, or you want a closed shutter where safety is concerned? You know, all these things are taken care of.
So I have seen that difference. So I'll tell you, when I got the car from Ali, the first year I was not coming here, if you are aware, right? I was going to someone known, but like you said, that guy was also great, okay, no issues, but he was not a German specific.
Correct.
His idea was to save money always, and because of that, many times he did not put OEM parts. So because of which parts failed.
That's another thing.
And many times in the workshop, like how you said, it's a closed workshop. My car was standing on the roads. So उसमें एक दो बार damage हो गया गाड़ी. And that's when I had a word with Ali, and then he again put me on to you. He said, why don't you go there? Because I didn't know you personally before that. And मेरा एक आदत है कि I try to go to people I know. So
but
because I knew.
That's how we brand ourselves. If you see and if you notice, in the past, you know me for the past 3-4 years now.
Yeah, 4-5 years.
4-5 years. Yeah. Our workshop, like I said, since 1983, we have done zero marketing.
Wow.
Not a single advertisement, not a single pamphlet made, nothing. I have always focused on word of mouth.
Purely word of mouth.
Purely word of mouth, because you know what kind of work I am doing. So you're going to recommend somebody.
10 of my friends are already coming here. So because I'm so happy with your work. And more to come, I feel.
Yes. So
and I have actually prepared a small rapid fire round for you because I'm sure a lot of people have these questions. So this is going to help a lot of them, get their answers. But it has to be rapid fire. You can't think too much. So
I'll try.
Okay. My first question is, how many kilometers should a guy change his tires?
Probably minimum 25 to 30,000 kilometers, considering our roads.
Okay. What about a battery change?
With the new cars and the kind of electronics that are there in the new cars, every 3 years.
Perfect. I do it in 3 years. So tire change में थोड़ा 35-40 में करता हूँ. Spark plugs.
Again, it all depends on how you maintain it. If your car is maintained well and serviced time to time, I don't remember changing spark plugs in my car. I don't remember changing spark plugs in my car. खोला, साफ किया, चेक किया, चल रहा है बराबर, वापस लगा दो.
Okay. So that's a learning for me. Engine oil change.
Again, depending on what oil you're using. If you're using fully synthetic, you can push it to around 10 to 12,000 kilometers. Ideal. The major brands say 15,000 kilometers. But again, what kind of traffic conditions you're using it. If you feel like your car's been idling in standstill for a longer period, you're driving more in city traffic, 10 is a good interval. If you want to push, you can push it to 12 as well.
Super. Last question that I have prepared. DSG oil change.
I would recommend I have been doing it on my Jetta since I drive a Jetta, and it's not everyone does this. Anywhere between 35 to 50,000 kilometers is your first change, and then every 30,000 kilometers by default. Whatever the company says, I feel my gearbox has not failed because of this.
So actually,
I have done 4, 5 close to 4 or 5 gearbox oil changes on my Jetta. But I'll tell you why it has been that. An oil change costs me roughly around 5 to 8,000 for a DSG, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
The Polos is 5,000 for the oil with labor and 5 to 8,000 if I'm saying with labor. If you multiply that into what? 5, you're spending what?
25-30,000.
Minimum. One failure. You know how much you
Yeah. Can go in lakhs.
So there you go. Like we started the whole conversation and the whole topic about why people are finding it expensive. I've not.
I
found
understood
it.
this. Yeah. So.
So 25,000 versus bare minimum you're starting to fix a DSG is from 1 lakh. I'm talking about all brand new
And actually,
parts.
this is also a myth because a lot of people they message me that how's your DSG doing? I'm like, what question is that?
I firstly don't understand how are they checking. How is your DSG doing? Like, do you have a pulse on what you're holding on to the DSG?
So I think DSG is people say that it's a very notorious gearbox. I agree. But my car, before I did the swap, it had done 1,05,000 kilometers, no issues till date.
I'm doing 180.
And it's still not going to give issues. I know it because I've maintained it the right way. I've
Yeah,
done the
yeah.
oil changes at the right time. And
Like
everything.
we've been talking since the start that basics. Just do your basics right. I'm not going to share all the tips.
Yeah, you
otherwise
should know. That's trade secret.
that's going to be a problem for me. But yeah, if you do your basics right, basic oil change, basic checks. To keep it simple, send your car for a check every 6 months.
Guys,
Yeah,
I'll
that-
tell you एकदम simple बता देता हूँ. If you want to get a right workshop, just come to car clinic. That's all. That's all I'll say because my car comes here. It's not something that whatever I
You
believe in.
better be using a good reference.
Yeah, you need to. If you all want to come with my reference, just call me. So, in this podcast, we obviously cannot cover everything, but the most frequently asked questions, those are the things that I have asked him. And apart from this, I'm sure a lot of you will have a lot of more questions. So, I think you all can catch him on the 15th August drive next week. He's going to be there and he's going to give answers free of cost. Just hop on to our drive and come and catch him live. And Hussein, thank you so much for giving your
Anytime.
precious time
Always here for PGTC.
on a Saturday.
On a Saturday, yeah.
Yeah.
Busy day for us.
Yeah.
Lot of deliveries.
So he just told me he has 6 cars to deliver now. So we'll cut this short and we'll see you guys in the next one. And आप लोग बताइए next topic क्या होना चाहिए. So we'll keep things ready as per that and we'll get the right person for you. See you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's bye bye from us.
See you. Thank you so
Bye.
much. And let me know if you need anything.
Yes.